right, 1985 Honda CB650SC Nighthawk. Been sitting for over 7 years. Attempt the first start. All I did was just clean the carbs up real quick to see if it'll run, and if it does, then I'll get some good kits and we will rebuild them properly. And like this. Okay, let's give it a shot here. It's going to take a little bit to get primed up probably. No air filter right now. Ooh, that thing really spins quick. There we go, look at that. All right, folks, here we are almost a year later. Just doing a little bit of a mock-up here, believe it or not. Everything's just kind of setting there, not permanent. I got a little ways to go yet, but the holdup has been a good fuel tank. The one that was on the bike was just so rotted out along this bottom. I tried to seal it up, but it just was no go. So I had to take the one off of the other parts bike I got, and I had to make that work. It's a shame that there is no sun out so you can see. You'll get to see it though. There's going to be a lot more videos yet to come, but this will give you kind of an idea of the direction that I'm going. And I still got to wet sand and buff that tank, but I painted it less than 24 hours ago, so I'm letting it cure a little bit first. Just did some subtle decals. Again, wait till you see it in the sun, it really looks different. I do have some turn signals for it. I've got the rear lens, because this one's like busted out and somebody put a little sticker on there. So I got a lot of parts off of that parts bike over there. It's a shame about the gauges. Sat out in the sun too long, kind of fried them. Only 18,000 original miles. I've got better looking gauges, but it's like 20-some thousand. But we still got some fixing up to do. The front end's a mess. It was laid down, so the front got busted up. I got a light, but I still need a good housing for that. Clutch handles broke, and we got a nail holding it on there with some old tape and what have you. So yeah, I got a little bit of work to do yet, but just wanted to do a little sneak peek. Hopefully the sun will come out and I get some better pictures. Oh yeah, I got mirrors too. I got a bunch of stuff off of that parts bike. I'm so glad I grabbed that. It was kind of a pain in the butt situation. I picked it up for a couple $100 running and all that, no title. And I thought in the picture, when the guy sent me the pictures, the tank looked perfect. Then when I got there, the tank was all dented up, and I realized that the picture he sent me was when he got it. And then he parked it in the backyard with like 10 kids, and they were using it for a playground. So yeah, it was all smashed up, but I took care of it. I got the dents out and fiberglassed the remaining part, smoothed it out and what have you. So looking good now. You'd never believe that's the same tank. But again, still got a wet sand and buff. Paint job's pretty good, but not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect paint job, as they say. So it'll be perfect when I get done with it. Well, it certainly has come a long way, hasn't it? This bike was actually my son-in-law's motorcycle at one time, and then he sold it to his friend, and then basically the bike got wrecked, and then it ended up sitting outside for, like I say, 7 or 8 years, and it's pretty rough. But as you can see, I'm trying to bring her back to life. It's come a long way, but it's certainly got a long ways to go yet. And I'm trying to, this is one of the ones that I'm trying to finish up by the springtime. Got a whole list of those, but I'd like to get it done by the springtime, and then I'll probably end up selling it to somebody, maybe starting out or what have you. But yeah, it was a lot of work to this bike, more than what it's worth, but wasn't worth much the way it was it? Right now I have a petcock ordered for that tank, and I got to pick up a good battery for it. So once the petcock and the battery come in, I'll get all that installed, and then I'll do another video of it running again and start tuning it and what have you, and finish up some of those other items that we talked about. So stay tuned for that reveal. Thanks for watching, and peace out.